Okay, hi Chris. Actually wanted to say congratulations on your hearing dog, Stormy. And Jackie's going to be videotaping a few different training sort of setups with the sounds and exercise that I'm going to do right now for you that I'm hoping will be helpful for you on placement and thereafter when you're practicing sound work with Stormy. So we're going to start with the nudge and get it's, what I call the nudge and get it's. I'm going to be tossing a treat away from him and he can get it, telling him he can get it. And then he's going to run back. I'm going to ask him to nudge. He's going to nudge me and that's going to be your alert for sounds. So he'll get a treat for that. And then I'm going to throw a treat in the opposite direction. He'll run and get that. And then come back and give me a nudge, and we just kind of go back and forth with the treats. So it's a good exercise to get them to nudge, especially along the side of the leg, which is kind of a hard target for them. And so this gives them some practice. And I can also do this from a sitting position as well, where I'm throwing the treat this way and having him come on either side of me and give me a nudge, and I'll show you both. Okay, so let's get started. All right, are you ready? Get it. Nudge. Good boy. 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 Okay, now I'm going to sit. Next. Get it. Nudge. Good boy. Get it. Nudge. Good boy. Get it. Nudge. Good boy. The other nice thing with the nudge and get it is it's a way of getting them to run for the nudge, and so that it sort of simulates when they're going to a sound and then coming back to nudge and alert you to a sound. This is practice of just running and getting the target, which is your body, and getting that nudge in. So that's why I like it. It's a fun exercise, and thanks so much. I just wanted to show that one to you, and we'll move on to the next. Okay, so we're back with the doorbell. Chris, you're actually going to be getting this doorbell that I'm practicing with. It has a little magnetic circle here for holding the doorbell, and this can go into a number of places where you want it to go. You'll get two of these, so one could actually go outside your door and one in. And the reason we're giving this to you is because this is an opportunity for you to practice the doorbell by yourself daily. So he's always getting that practice at different times of the day, depending on when you set up your session. So he's just being introduced to this particular doorbell. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to work with a sound that is fairly new to a dog. And we're going to start with sit-it sounds, which is basically just sitting and listening to the sound. Good boy. Good boy. It's classical conditioning or Pavlov conditioning, where we're just hearing the sound and pairing it with the treat. Good job. Like the dinner bell. Good. Ding dong. Ding dong. Good boy. Okay, so now I'm going to set him up for what we call running to the sound. I'm actually going to put a food drop on the floor in front of the sound, and I'm going to hold him back and let him run to the sound as he's hearing it. There's your food drop right there. Good boy. Let's go over here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Ding dong. Good boy. Ding dong. Good job. Are you going to do it one more time? I kind of let him go prematurely. So one more time. Good boy. I'm gonna step back a little further so we're not in view of the doorbell. Good boy, good boy. Running to sound. Good boy. Good. Good job. What a good boy. What a good boy. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to grab a toy. I'm going to set up a toy here, and I'm actually going to have him come and alert me to the doorbell. So let me set up the sound. Okay. Okay, so we've got our toy set up. Here's our doorbell, and we're ready. So I'm going to pick a spot, and I'm going to ring the doorbell and wait for him to check out the sound, come back to me, give me a nice little nudge, and come back to the sound, and then I'm going to reward him. Good boy. What a good job. So you'll notice that I rang the doorbell a couple of times at first, and then I rang it again a couple more times to bring him back to the sound. And the reason I did that is because this doorbell sound is still fairly new for him, and I wanted to make sure he was hearing it and not forgetting where to go. And so that's the repetition, and then I'll start weaning that out so he's not getting that doorbell sound more than a couple of times, and then maybe just once after he's been practicing this quite a few times. So by quite a few times, I mean he's done this at least a good half a dozen times, half a dozen different sessions, and he has a real sense of the sound, and he just doesn't need the repetition of the sounds anymore. And Lori may have you combine a knock with the doorbell. So somebody's knocking and ringing the doorbell, which is also something that we do with, your own doorbell. But I thought the advantage of having the doorbell that we use is just that you can practice yourself. So anyway, that's it for the door. So he's always going to get some play, and then we're going to move on to the next sound. Okay, so hi back again. We're working with the cell phone now. This is Lori's iPhone, and she has it set on classic ring, which is what you'll be using, or old-fashioned ring, or I'm not sure what it's called, but anyway, she knows the ringtone. And so we're gonna do a little exercise called hide and seek, because when Stormy comes to your home, you won't really know the layout of your home, and then phones often get moved around. So playing hide and seek is really good for them to learn to kind of search out the cell phone, like where might it be, and then come back and alert. So we're just going to do the seeking out part right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Stormy in here and close the door, and then I'm going to hide the phone. So you're just going to sort of watch the process, and we'll just do this a couple times so you kind of get a feel for hide and seek. So come on, buddy. There we go. Get it. Good job. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close it in. And we're going to hide the phone. So let's put it down here. And I always put a little food drop next to it. So it's kind of like a little reward for here's the phone ring, and here's your little treat. Hi. So now we're going to wait for the phone to ring. Good boy. Good boy.
boy. So you notice I didn't really say anything. Good boy, sit. Good boy. I just let him sort of go looking for the sound because I'm not really directing him to find the sound. I just want him to hear it and go and initiate hunting it down without me saying a word. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to put him in the room and find another place. Get it. Okay. I might make this a little bit harder for him. So I'm going to stick it over here. We're going to go back, and I like to go back to wherever I put them, and we just kind of wait here. And again, I'm not really saying, I'm not really even holding him back. I'm just kind of petting him until that phone rings. But if you have a landline, you can easily do this, or you can just ask someone to keep calling about every 30 seconds. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. Good job. So that's hide and seek. So I'm going to show you some nudges from different positions and where I've kind of worked on having him target. So we're doing the bed first. So we started with paws up, so he knows paws up for the bed, and then giving me a nudge. And I've got my goodies right here. So I'm all ready for him. And once I do the nudges here, I'm gonna move around to different rooms so you can see different positions of practicing this. And I would totally recommend practicing the nudges regularly with him because he is like really ready for practicing sound work when he's had the practice of the nudges first. Although he totally can be surprised with the sound, I like to practice the nudges too. So some sessions I do that first before I even do any sound work with him. Okay, so Stormy, nudge. 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 Good boy. Okay. Let's take you off. Stormy, nudge. Nudge. Good boy. Okay. So you notice I kind of target lower leg down by the knee. That's kind of our goal here. And so that's one position. And of course, another position is on my side. So depending on how you sleep, that's how you're going to want to practice these nudges. Nudge. Up. Stormy, nudge. Good boy. That's a good boy. Get it? Stormy, nudge. Nudge. Good boy. That's a good boy. Stormy, get it? And we'll do one more. Stormy, nudge. Oh, no way. Get it? Stormy, nudge. Nudge. Good boy. That's a good boy. I don't mind that he puts his feet on me. That's totally fine. If it's, he's not like digging or anything, he'll just put it and then he kind of nudges me. So I sort of let him just do that. So, and then the last position would be, well, there's two more actually. Because on my stomach is one. Get it? Okay. Stormy, nudge. You're gonna nudge this way. Come on, nudge. Pause up. Pause up. Good. Nudge. 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 Good boy. That's a good boy. Get it? Stormy, nudge. Nudge. Come on, pause up. Pause up. Pause up, good boy. Nudge. Nudge. Ah, nudge. Good boy. That's a good boy. Get it? A nudge from behind, or we call it a hit from behind. So we're targeting down here by the knees. Nudge. Good job. Nudge. Nudge. Good boy. Okay. And then we're going to go and sit at the table here. Nudge. Nudge. Good boy. Good boy. Nudge. Nudge. Good boy. Very good. And lay on the couch. Stormy, nudge. 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 Good boy. I guess it's hard to ignore that, huh? Stormy, nudge. Good boy. Nice job. That's a good boy. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Okay, at my desk, at my computer. Nudge. Nudge. Good boy. That's a good boy. Okay. And recliner. Oh, here it is. Nudge. Nudge. Good boy. Nudge. Good boy. Nudge. Good boy. That's a good boy. What a good boy. What a good boy, Stormy. And those are our nudges.